Hello Solar Gang, this is a part 2 video of me talking about reborns, because in my first video, or even my part 1, my recording had stopped because my phone had died, so my recording was cut short. So that's why that's why I made the part 2 of this video, so whatever I couldn't say in that one, the part 1 I just, and the part 1 of me talking about reborns is already uploaded to the channel. Feel free to watch it. But now this is the part 2, so I can finish what I had to say that I couldn't say in that one, the part 1, I can say it here. Like I said, if you don't know, reborns are hyper-realistic dolls, and they are meant to resemble real babies. Some reborn dolls, you can buy them in newborn, and some you can buy them premature, depends on who make them. And they have special ones that are for 1 to 3 year old sizes, and they're called toddlers. I'll show you an example. And also, I'm gonna show you some places once again where you can get good ones from, and places where you shouldn't get them because they're bad. I know I showed some of the good ones in my part 1, but I'm gonna re-show them again because in case y'all didn't see it, because my recording got cut short. And in this one, I also show you the like I said, the bad places where you shouldn't get them from. The first place where you should get them from is this site called This is a yes. You should, I repeat, you should get reborns from this site called reborns.com. Their reborns are more authentic, and they're more on the little budgeter side, which means they cost a little more money. This one here is a toddler. And this is my dream reborn doll that's authentic, which means he comes with a certificate of authenticity, and that's, or COA for short. And COAs are certificates that all reborn collectors get with their authentic reborns that they buy, indicating that they are authentic and they are true to whom they are. And they usually have the sculptor's name on there, little cute footprints and etc. on there. But this is my dream reborn doll that is authentic. Check out my community post, because I did post pictures of him, showing you him and what he looks like, obviously. And he's my dream reborn doll that is authentic. And he costs $875. And one thing about this lady that's cool is she does accept debit or credit, so I can purchase him because I have a debit, so it's perfect. But I'm going to save my money first before I get him, because he costs a little more. He costs $875, but you have to think about the shipping as well. And her shipping costs $40 for shipping to the U.S. In the U.S. is $40, which is understandable because he's so big. He's a toddler. His sculpt is called 𝐒𝐨𝐥𝐚𝐫'𝐬, and this kit name is Sandy. Joanna's the artist. Joanna 𝐒𝐨𝐸 is the artist. He's his age is 1 to 3 years of age. Meaning if you get him, adopt him, he can be either 1 to 3 years of age. If I get him, 𝐒𝐸𝐸 here is 2. He'll be 3 July 24th, obviously. The reborn baby that I'm getting, the other one I want that's not authentic, she'll be 4.5. But she's not 4 yet, but she will be 4.5. His is 1 to 3 year. He's 1 to 3. That's what they, I guess, recommend him. He will be, even though he'll probably be taller than 𝐒𝐸𝐸, he'll be 2 though. He'll be around 𝐒𝐸𝐸's age. Well, by that time, 𝐒𝐸𝐸 obviously be 3 or 4, however. But I make the ages here are probably recommended, but the gender you can make him of. It's your option. If you buy him, it's him or her is your option. But it says he wears 3 to 6 months, and comes with the outfit scene. He does come with if you get him, he or she does come with the outfit that is shown in the photos. Which I love the overalls because they're cute, and I do love the shoes. And he looks so real. Ooh. And he looks so real to the touch. He looks like a realistic little boy. And I'm not gonna lie, when I'm looking at his photos right now, I would definitely name him Levi. Or either, let me see. When I'm looking at his photos right now, he looks like a Levi, a Oliver. Really, to me, a Levi or a Oliver. He looks like a Levi, meaning, when I say he looks like a Levi, his name looks like it could be Levi or possibly Oliver as names. The one I have on my community post now that I showed you a picture of her, she already has a name picked anyways. If I do get her, I will definitely reveal her name then, but she already has a name picked. Now, like I said, the ones on reborns.com, here they are. Oopsie doopsie. These ones here are more authentic, and like I said, they cost a little more money, and they're more on the expensive side. Some of them on here actually are budget friendly, but it'd be like in the 150s or something like that. But really, they're on the expensive side. But they all come with COAs because their kits are real and they are certified. So that's the ones from there. And I do like I said in my last video, I was going to leave a link to reborns.com. I'm going to leave a link to the site reborns.com on this video too, so you can check out the site if you want to see their reborns, see which one suits for you if you're a reborn collector and want one. There's another one on here that I want to. I think it's. Now you got that. Now you saw the ones there. The next place where you can get reborns from is this store called Temu. Temu has reborn dolls too. They're replica kits of the certified authentic kits, but they're on the budget friendly side. Like this one here is $41.23. Sorry, and she's a toddler, as you can see. You can see a picture of her real quick. So yeah, these here are more budget friendly. What do you want to say, come here again? Mommy, that girl looks like my girlfriend, Crystal Jr. Crystal Jr., did my mommy just find your long-lost twin sister that you never met? Yeah, Crystal Jr., did I find your long-lost twin sister? Because she looks just like your twin sister. They have another one here. Here's another one, for example. He's $49.29. And he's a reborn toddler. He's a reborn toddler. Oh. Okay. He's a reborn toddler boy. Here's some pictures of him. Obviously. He's a reborn toddler boy. And like I said, he costs $49.29. And he's on the more budget friendly side. I'm sorry if the words look upside down, because that's how it looks I'm sorry if the words look upside down from your perspective. It's just because the way I'm holding a tablet, it may look upside down because the way you're viewing it. So I'm sorry if it looks upside down. But as I show the reborns, I'm going to tell you their prices so you can, know. They have another one here, and she is $53.35. And she's a toddler doll. Her height is 26 inches and 70 centimeters. So she weighs 70 centimeters long is her weight, and she's 26 inches tall. And she's, like I said, $53.35. She is the replica kit called Pippa. She's the replica Pippa kit. She's the replica Pippa kit. So, like I said, this is her. and that's her. So yeah, she's cute. I'll show you one more from this side, then we'll go to somewhere else. Ooh, she's pretty to show. Here's another one, and she's a pretty little girl. And she cost $44.20. But then you gotta pay for shipping it. Well, it depends. But she's $44.20. And she's a girl. Isn't she pretty? Very pretty. And this site is called Temu. I'll leave a link to I'm gonna leave a link in the description from Temu, just a random link to a reborn doll that I picked of my choosing that you may like. That doesn't mean you like it. It's just what I prefer, that I think you might like, and you can check it out. And if not, you can go on the Temu site and just look for reborn dolls from Temu that are for you. So I'll leave a link to that one and the site to reborns.com to where you can get some. Another place, another one would, I'm gonna show you one more thing. Because you may be confused of what COAs are. Perfect. Where'd it go? Had it right there. Yeah. This is a COA, guys. For example, this is an example of what a COA, a certificate of authenticity, looks like. That's an example of what a COA looks like. So if you get a reborn doll that has a COA and is certified, that's what the COA looks like. What it has on there is the date of birth, the time, birth date, time of birth, the weight, the length, the reborn artist, the nursery name, and it just basically documents that your doll is an authentic reborn baby. And it just shows that it's certified, and it'll have the kit of the baby's kit name. Like for example, this one's a reborn Lavender Awake. It has the name of the baby kit that was being used for your baby. And they have another one here, for example. This one's a reborn 3-month Joseph Awake. But the COAs for reborns vary depending. But this is another example of what a COA looks like. And don't it look real, guys? It looks like a real birth certificate. They make it look so real, like a real birth certificate is unreal. And you can see the baby Joseph here. He looks like a real baby boy, to be honest. You wouldn't have known that was a doll because he looks so real. But that's what a COA looks like, in case you guys are wondering and concerned. The next one is, and this is where I adopted 𝐒𝐸 from. Let's see here. This is another place where you can get reborns from, and it's called Mercari. And this is where I adopted 𝐒𝐸 from. Mercari. The store here. Oops. The store here, Mercari, right here you see on the screen. That's where I adopted your internet nephew from his biological mom from this Mercari site. So I'm going to show you. Now, Mercari has authentic ones, but you have to look very closely at them. Because some can be non-authentic and some can be authentic, depending. I guess it won't work. So guys, about that, hold on guys, I'm gonna actually download the Mercari app and show you that way. Because the website isn't working. So hold on guys, I gotta show you through the actual app. Because the website won't work. There we go. But I'm not signing in though. But you have to sign in if you want to actually purchase a reborn. Oh, okay. Now, this is the site called Mercari, and they also do sell reborns. Their prices on Mercari varies depending on the doll and the seller. But you have to, before you get a reborn from Mercari, you want to, like, look through all of the pictures and stuff, because whatever's in the pictures is typically what you get. Well, with him, I was happy when I got him because I got more clothes than I anticipated. I thought I was going to get 1 or 2 outfits. His biological mom sent me a buttload of boy clothes, and I was happy. I really didn't have to buy much boy clothes. But now that his clothes 𝐒𝐸ℐ misplaced his clothes, I gotta look for them. And he misplaced, and sorry, Solar Gang, I accidentally misplaced my shoes. I just blamed my mommy for it because it was funny. Yeah, 𝐒𝐸ℐ misplaced his shoes that his biological mom gave him. I'm trying to find them, but I just can't. So I'm gonna just have to buy him new shoes. Ooh. Like, they have different ones on the site. Okay, so here we are. They have different ones on here, but as you can see, the prices vary on the seller and the owner, the seller/owner. So this one here is $1,200, and I can see through her kit, her little room, that's some of her reborns are authentic because I can see their certificates in there, but I could be wrong. But yeah, and she will come with 3 outfits in her COA. She has beautiful greenish hazel eyes. Yep, I figured she was authentic because I could tell, because you can see the little COAs peeking out. And she's a pretty little girl, but I wouldn't get her because $1,000 is a lot of money. Maybe in the future, but not right now. They have another one. I'm gonna just show some random. Here's one that's not authentic. This one here is cheaper. It's $45. That is because it's a replica kit, and it's a replica kit, so it's not authentic. But I'm sorry guys, but this one costs $45. But it'll add up when you do the shipping. Because on Mercari, hold on guys, I'm just itchy. But some people on Mercari do offer free shipping, while others do not, and you have to pay for shipping. My goal is, if you guys want to buy reborns off of Mercari, my goal is to find the ones that offer free shipping. So that's one less thing. Well, the one less thing, obviously, you have to pay for. Because nobody wants to pay for an item being shipped to their house. This one here, you can't really see the fit. Oh, this one here is $125. But like I said, it depends on the seller. So that's what depends on the prices. It depends on the seller. Some are authentic, some are really not. Any other ones? She's $47. Like, this one here is not authentic at all. This one is $47.23. But she's not authentic. She is not authentic though. But that's another one. So it depends on the seller. I'll show one more, and then I'll take a break. Here's one more. This one's $57.76. But this person said they lost her certificate and her accessories. It's pretty sad though. This one's $57.76, like I said. And it could be a boy or a girl, depending. It looks like it is a girl because of the outfit, but then again, it looks like a boy. But this is the last example. Do I like this one? No, it's kind of creepy to me. It kind of creeps me out. I'm not trying to be mean, but it kind of creeps me out. This one, this reborn, I rate 1 out of 10. It's not really for me. I'm not trying to be mean, but to the seller, but that one is just not for me. Me, Solar Gang, I don't care if my reborns are not authentic, to be honest. I love them all. Authentic and non-authentic, I love them both. Because they're both uniquely beautiful and uniquely detailed in their own ways. Just the authentic ones cost more. Now that you've seen some places where you can get them from, now I'm going to do the ones where you can get them from again in top order, recommendation order. 1, reborns.com. Definitely I recommend getting them from there because like you saw, they're all authentic and they're real. 2, Mercari, because they do have ones on there that are authentic. You just have to actually look thorough and very good to the details and everything. Number 3, Temu. I recommend Temu because their reborn dolls are perfect if you're on a budget side and you want to be budget friendly. They're budget friendly. But one thing about Mercari is that if you want ones that are authentic on Mercari, you have to actually look very, very, very carefully. You can't overlook anything. You have to look very, very carefully if you want the ones on Mercari that are authentic. And then, like I said, I recommend reborns.com. Of course, they're authentic, obviously, but they cost a little more. And obviously, like I said, Mercari, because they have authentic ones there, you just have to look thoroughly. And make sure they come with their COA. If you're a reborn owner and mommy that only prefers authentic ones instead of both mixture, non-authentic and authentic. Like I said, I recommend, once again, last one, Temu, because they have them for you on a budget-friendly side, if you're on a budget. Now I'm gonna show a place where I don't recommend getting them from. But just because I recommend it doesn't mean you have to listen and obey me like I'm your boss or telling you what to do. If you think you want to get them from there, that's fine. Hold on, guys. Amazon. Alright, the first place I recommend is 𝐒𝐸. See, they got a lot of Minecraft. Okay. Done. Now, here's some reborn dolls on Amazon. I do not recommend getting them off Amazon because they may not come how they're actually pictured. If you buy a reborn doll, you want it to come how it is in its photos. Some reborners can be jippy and they may have pictures of it, but when you get it up close in person, it does not come with like how it's pictured in its photos. And it can be very heartbreaking and upsetting. So I do not recommend getting any off of Amazon, but if you prefer to get off of Amazon for your preference, that is fine, you can. It's just my opinion. I don't prefer it. Okay, here's a reborn doll right here. I think it's a girl. It could be a girl or a boy, depending. From the looks of these photos, and the photos look, no lie, they look kind of AI generated. But this one here is $41.99. Due to tax, that's $42. But you probably got to calculate shipping. But here's one right here. $41 and not 99 cents. Let me brighten up for you. Here we go. $41.99 for this little guy or girl, depending. It's cute, but it just doesn't look really authentic to me. I know what you're thinking. Well, the ones on Temu are not. Yeah, but they look better than ones on Amazon. Another one. Oh, you got a little thing. Well, sorry guys, my head cut dead, but I'm gonna let it charge for a minute. But another place I wouldn't pick is Walmart. Yes, I know Wally World, aka Walmart, is known for having everything, but for me, Reborn dolls, in my opinion, I don't think they look that suitable from Walmart. They're not really authentic and like they say that they are. So I don't personally prefer getting ones off of Walmart and Amazon. Those are my two no-no places for Reborn dolls, in my opinion. I don't prefer them. But if you prefer wanting to get them off Amazon or Walmart, that is your opinion. That is respectable, and that's respected, and that's your preference. But me personally, no. I don't prefer them off of Amazon or Walmart. Because they may not come exactly how they're pictured. Where's that boy that I had? I had him. I think I lost him. There we go. This Reborn here is, $27. That's $28 if you calculate it. Now, don't get me wrong. It does come with clothes. But I don't like how the clothes are. But here's the other boy. He's, like I said, $28. But you got to calculate shipping. But I think if you have an Amazon account, the shipping should be free. I'm not for sure. I don't shop off of Amazon, and I do not have an account for Amazon, period. So I don't know how Amazon functions. But this one here is another one. He's $28. And he's from, as you can see, the site Amazon. I do not recommend getting them off of Amazon. I do not recommend getting them off of Amazon because they may not come exactly how they're in their photos. You see his photos here? I'll just show you one example. You see his photo right here? This is what he's supposed to come with, but you don't know that exactly. It may come completely different than what the photos say. So that's why I don't recommend getting them off Amazon, because they may not come exactly how they're described in their photos. Now, the ones on Temu, you're probably saying, ew, they don't come how they're described. Yes, they do, because for the Reborn that I want for 𝐒𝐿𝐬 that's on the cheaper side, I looked at all of their reviews, and all of them say she came exactly how she was pictured. So that gives me hope if I do get her. I know she would come how she is, because I've looked at other pictures of people having her, and she looks exactly like how she was in her photos. And that's wonderful. That's what I want to hear. So the ones on Temu, they did, when and before I got her, before I was looking at her, guys, I looked at her closely to make sure she comes with how she is presented in her photos. And I've seen reviews from other people having her, and they say she is lovely as described. She comes with just as her pictures. And one person said she came so beautiful, like she was described, but she was pretty big for her size. And they say you may want 3 to 6 month clothes for her, but they did say that she was beautiful and how she was pictured. And that's what I want. I want her to come how she's described in her photos. That's beautiful. That's what I want. But I am going to get her Solar Gang. I just don't know when. But if I do start my job at Solar Gang at the Splash Pad in June, that would be perfect. That way I can have money to save to make sure I have more than over enough to buy her. And my new brother that you wanted, that's authentic. That cost an $800 one. My $800 brother to adopt. Plus the shipping. Right, 𝐒𝐿𝐬, I want to say we get him too. I never had a Reborn that's authentic before, so if I save up for him, he'll be my first one. And he would definitely come as a boy, because the one I'm getting now I want is already a girl. And thank you, Crystal and Kim, for commenting on my community post about her, suggesting that I should get her. That makes me feel wonderful. I'm happy you guys agree with that. And, she already has a name. But comment down below comment down below guesses on my new sister's name. in the comments below on this video. Comment down below some guesses on my new sister's name in the comments below on this video. Yeah, good thinking, Kamir. Excellent choice. Comment down below your guesses on Kamir's new sister's name in the comments below on this video. I'm curious to say what your I'm curious to say what you think her name is gonna be. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Good thinking, son. Thank you, Mama. Yep, I'm curious. I'm curious what y'all gonna say. But like I said, I showed you the ones where I showed you the majority of the ones where you should get them from, and I showed you the ones that where you shouldn't get them from, and that was Amazon. Now that you see that, okay, guys, hold on. Let me do something real quick. All right. Ooh, Avengers. Like I said, this one here is $27.99, which is basically $28. And, oh, I can rotate this way. There we are. And he's from Amazon. And I don't recommend getting reborn dolls off of Amazon because they may not come how they are in their photos. If you do get them off of Amazon, you have to go over the reviews to make sure they're true, that people say what they mean, and he actually does come how he is photoed in his photos. Because sometimes the ones off of Amazon or Walmart, you may get them, you may be thinking they like in their photos, when you get them up close in person, they're completely different than how they're described in their photos. So that's why Amazon and Walmart are sketchy with that. I'll show you another one off of Walmart. If you want video games off of Amazon, perfectly fine. But in other items, yes. But reborns, no. Oh, these ones have different names. The baby here's name is... The baby here I'm going to show you is baby Johnny. The baby's name, it says color Johnny, but his name is Johnny. We'll just say his name is Johnny. This is Johnny. So this is baby Johnny. He's a boy. And he costs $47.98. But he's from Amazon. And that's baby boy Johnny. Now, I recommend, if you want reborns, if you get them for your child, I recommend them get them from Amazon because they're cheap. You really don't have to worry about them being, you don't have to worry about them being authentic. So if you want to get them for your child off of Amazon, that is fine because they're just cheap and they're good for children because children wouldn't know how to take care of authentic ones. So the ones cheaper on Amazon is perfectly fine for them because they can just toss them around and they can be durable. But for a reborn collector, that's an actual reborn collector, then for you guys, no. Unless you're on a budget-friendly site or you just shop off of Amazon for preference. But other than that, no. But if it's a gift for a child, like a little girl, like a 3-year-old little girl for a birthday gift, I could see it. But other than that, no. But this one here is $47.98. And it's from Amazon. I'll show one more. And then we can proceed. Now, this one is adorable, I'm not going to lie. But I just don't feel like she's going to come how she is pictured. She costs $49.99, which is basically $50. But you got to calculate shipping. If you have to pay for shipping. So here it is. Here she is, actually. She's very pretty, but you can see her photos look AI generated just to make her look realistic when they're really not. Because she may not even come like this in person. Now, you can also, I recommend if you get ones off of Amazon, and they come with little videos about them. Like videos. I recommend watching the videos on them to make sure that they come how they say they are. The videos can be key to helping you decide. But me, I don't recommend getting them off of Amazon or Walmart. Those are my two no-no places. I don't recommend them there. But if you prefer those for preferences, then yes, you can. But I don't recommend them from Walmart or Amazon because they may not come how they are pictured. Now, we're going to do it again. Now, Here's some reborn dolls from the site called Wally World. If you don't know what Wally World means, Wally World just means Walmart. Here's one right here, and their prices also vary. If you want this one, you can get them, but you want to make sure you check their reviews to make sure you want to check the reviews on Walmart to make sure that they are adequate to the product. But here's one from Walmart. She is $79.99, basically $80. But you got to pay for shipping. It depends. But their shipping is free, so good. And she's a Pippa. She's the Pippa kit, pretty much. She's a replica Pippa kit. And this is her. These pictures here look like AI generated. Some of them look real. But some of them will mostly look AI generated. But this is an example of her. And she's from Walmart. I don't really recommend Walmart because they may not come how they are described in their photos. But if you shop at Walmart for whatever reason and you are a member there, you get discounts from it. So be it. Some of these here you can also get on Temu. Way cheaper. This doll right here that I'm looking at, she's literally I literally found her off of Temu. She costs $43.99. She does have quality acrylic eyes, realistic skin wrinkles. She has wig and rooted eyelashes, blushy cheeks and dimple. Her name is Charm. Would you say Charm? Her name is Charm. It says Charmy, but I guess her name is, I'm going to just say Charm is her name. So, this is Charm. She looks she looks kind of Korean, Asian mix. She looks Korean or Asian. And she costs $43.99, which is basically $44. Not too bad. But this is Charm. She looks Asian / she looks like she could be either, her ethnicity could be Asian or Korean. Or Japanese. Not for sure the heritage, but one of those racial ethnicities. Here she is. She's $44, but the shipping is free, so you're good. $43. And she's very cute. But I still wouldn't get them off of Walmart, though. But it's your choice. Let me see, can I find another one? Some reborns on here come with names, but you can always... Oh, they got Ashton Drake. You know, I haven't seen an Ashton Drake in a while. My mom used to get catalogs for the Ashton Drake dolls. If you don't know what they are, Ashton Drake are a reborn doll company, and they make reborn dolls too. They can make them. They have the ones that can stand up, that can walk, and everything. So I'm gonna show you one more from Walmart because I'm just not a fan of Walmart. Period. Here's another one. She is $49. Which is $50, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have a name, so if you prefer to get her from Walmart, you can pick her name. She's basically $50. Here she is. And some of these reborns on here have little videos, like, showing you what they look like and stuff. Watch them, because they can help you determine whether you want them or not. He didn't have a video with him. I got him easily because I constantly ask updates about him and things like that nature. But yeah, so that's it. I'll do one more place where I do recommend, since that just popped up. You know we're gonna do it, Ashton. Now, I did want a reborn doll from Ashton Drake when I was little, a long time ago. Not anymore, but I did then. Ashton Drake makes pretty reborns, though. I'm not gonna lie. 𝐒𝐿𝐸. Okay. Now, the one I wanted from here, I don't know if it's on here anymore, but it was. Nope. I'm trying to see. I am trying to see. Ugh. I don't. These are for. Oh. These ones here are for 14 plus, which makes sense. Yes. Ah. Oh yeah, this was him, wasn't it? Yep, he cost. Where's he? Oh, $199, which is basically $200.95. This is the one I wanted at the time, but not anymore. And these reborn dolls from Ashton Drake are authentic because they're made by actual reborn doll artists. This is the one I was gonna name him Levi because he looks like a Levi to me. I was gonna get him. I wanted him a long time ago, but not anymore. But I did at one point. And the ones on Ashton Drake, I do recommend from getting there as well. They're yes yeses in my book. They're yes yeses. My second one I wanted was her. Ooh, ain't she pretty though? She's pretty though. She looks like her name would be she looks like her name would be called Mary Ellen as a name, or Michelle. I'm not gonna lie, her face reminds me of Michelle Tanner from Full House a little bit. Or Stephanie. Like Stephanie Tanner from Full House. Her name really suits, yeah, she looks like a Stephanie to me. Her name would be Stephanie. She looks like her name would be Stephanie. I don't know why, just her hair, her face, and everything just reminds me of a name, Stephanie. Like, her name would be Stephanie. If I got her, her name would definitely have been Stephanie. She would definitely be a Stephanie if I had her. And then I'll show you one more from here. Now, she's a ballerina, though. Now, she can sit down. But the some of these photos she probably actually cannot do in real life. They're just like for props to make her photos look real as possible, just for like demonstrational purposes. This one costs $249.95, but you probably gotta pay for shipping for her. But isn't she beautiful though? She is very pretty. I like her. I love her outfit. I would name her Zaya. Her name would be Zaya, Z-A-I-A, Zaya, and her middle name would be Sky, Zaya Sky. I would name her Zaya if I could, or Leanne, or either Zaya. The other one here I wanted, I already said $200, but you get the gist. Some of them actually can walk and talk and breathe and sleep and do all that. Here's one more. She costs $199.95, which is $200, but you probably got to pay for shipping. I remember my mom used to get catalogs from this company. Long time ago. I was little though, but here's another one. And I do love her outfit. It's very summery, springy kind of vibe with it. But there you go, guys. I hope that's helpful. If there's any other places that you can get reborns from that I missed, please comment on my community post with the picture of the reborn that I wanted. On either one of those, my authentic one that I wanted. That's my dream one. My dream authentic one. Or the one with Camille's sister that's not authentic. Comment on one of those community posts there of any reborn sites that I missed that you can get them from. I know I do have more, but I didn't feel like fitting them in and all in this video. So that is why I did not. But there is more sites. I just wanted to do a small handful that were easy for me to use. But I do know other ones. I just didn't feel like doing them in this video though. Could it be just too long? And the video is already long as it is. Anyway, Solar Gang, smash that subscribe button so you can become a Solar Gang member too and you're subscribed to my channel. Help me get to 50 subscribers so we can I can unlock my live streaming again. And get my channel back up to 1,000 subscribers where it used to be. Smash that notification bell button so you never miss a video and etc. to my channel. Because if your notifications are turned on to my channel, you're going to miss everything. And Smash that like button as if you were giving this video a fat thumbs up because you enjoyed it. And bye, Solar Gang. Peace out. And I'm sorry if this video is very, very long. Beware. Watch this video at your own risk because it is long. But I had to say what I had to say because I couldn't say it in my last video because my phone died and my recording had stopped. So, yeah. Bye, Solar Gang. Peace out.